So I started planning these photos way before it was my birthday, but back in January I went thrift shopping, and these are two cool pieces I found thrifting, and I saw them and they went perfect with the Pinterest board and the inspiration I had for what I wanted these photos to look like. I have no idea what this vibe or aesthetic is called. I feel like the name of it is like right there in the corner of my brain, but I cannot figure it out. But anyways, it's like this like old-timey like pin-up fluffy robe. Anyways, this shot right here I really wanted to recreate, and I love this makeup look, so I will recreate that to the best of my abilities. As seen on my Pinterest board, I really wanted to make like this newspaper that was like all about me and kind of like a birthday announcement. So I ordered this on Staples and I picked it up the same day. I had ChatGPT like write up most of it, so don't think I was over here typing up all this stuff about me because that's so embarrassing. My plan is to tape this on actual newspaper. Um, and yeah, let's get a photo. The phone I had thrifted a few weeks back was dirty. It had sticky stuff all over it. So I took oil and alcohol and I scraped it off. And then to make the newspaper, I cut out those pieces of paper I bought from Staples and I glued it onto actual newspaper. If you do not follow my TikTok, please do. I posted the get ready with me for this look on there, and honestly this look came out nothing like the picture, but I still loved it. I was happy with it. Luckily, I already have a purple wall, so I used my wall as the backdrop, and the two props were the phone and the newspaper I had made. It's been like 30 minutes, and I'm done because I have no motivation to keep going. I got like 3 good shots, and it's gonna have to do. So Instagram, the biggest photo they allow is 4x5, and what I have to do is basically fit my picture into that size. And so I did here, however I have kind of those corners left that are empty, so what I do is that I select those edges using the rectangular marquee tool, and then I use content aware fill. Content aware fill is basically creating a part of your image that isn't there. So sometimes things will look a little off when using this tool, so I just make sure to zoom in and make sure it looks seamless, and if it doesn't, I use other tools, but in this case everything looked good. I then used the brush tool, and I downloaded these lens flare brush presets from Google onto Photoshop, and I basically used that lens flare to enhance like the reflection slash sparkle from all the things in my picture, like my nose ring, the phone, the necklace, and the bottom part of the phone. So I merged down all my layers, and then I went into the adjustments tab and I chose gradient map. I chose out of the iridescent folders, and then I kind of played around with these to see which one looked best. Then I went into the blend options and I chose multiply. I played around with the opacity level, and I ended up just putting it back at 100 because I liked how it looked. I merged down my layers again, and then I converted that layer into a smart object. And I did that because I needed to use the camera raw filter. And here I played around with the sharpness, the noise reduction, and all that. I set my contrast to -7. And I added some shadows. And then one important thing that really kind of set the picture is that I used the Gaussian blur and I set that at a radius of 13.4. And then I went into my settings and I put the opacity down to 35. And this kind of really was a cherry on top to making the pictures look the way it did. I did this to all the images and here are the final results. Ooh. Forever.